That's powerful, man. Thank you for that.
Nah, man, it just got tears in my eyes this morning,
Oh, I know, man. I know.
We still, here it is all these years later, we still got to, go by that same principle that Dr. King and others before him had set before us. I know you got a good word this morning.
Yeah, well, thank you for this, Rick, because this song and the messages that came in the song speak profoundly to what we're going through right now. It's so sad that we've reached a point where we almost normalize the fact that we don't expect justice to come in this country. A whole lot of us basically said when the verdict came down that they were not going to indict those cops who had murdered Breonna Taylor. Many of us said, we ain't surprised. Why? Because we've come to normalize not receiving justice. How sick is that? How sad is that? All these years after Dr. King and Fred Shuttlesworth, all of these years after Fannie Lou Hamer and Ella Baker, all of these years after all of those lives that have given themselves to make this country a better place, we are still having to fight the same fight. So what do? Here's what we do. We keep on fighting. We keep on fighting, knowing that everyone who had something to say in that marvelous litany back there that we just heard, every one of them kept fighting in the face of frustration, in the face of racism, in the face of mounting injustice when life was unfair. They kept on fighting, and because they kept on fighting, they teach us lesson number one, and that is that every time they experienced a setback, they would simply step up. This ain't no time to fall back because we've had a setback. It's time to step up. Every now and then, when life sets you back, that gives you renewed energy to step up, because you know that in your DNA, in your genes, is a fighting spirit that declares, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. In your DNA is a fighting spirit that says, we shall overcome. So yeah, we've experienced a setback, but that means all we're gonna do is step up. And when we step up, we recognize that God will give us the strength to overcome, even though we feel overwhelmed. I don't know about y'all, I feel overwhelmed sometimes. It's like I get sad because how sick is this country? I get down and depressed because it just blows my mind that this country still hates on us, even though we've tried to love on it. I get down sometimes wondering if anything is going to ever really change, but then it dawns on me that God gives me power to overcome when I'm feeling overwhelmed, and that's the word I give to everyone listening right now. Maybe you're overwhelmed by sadness, the blues, depression, and just wondering, is it even worth it all? Here it is. Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, because your labor is not in vain. God is going to give you what you need to overcome, even though you're feeling overwhelmed. So yes, we are one. I love that you had that song by Frankie in there, We Are One, because when we recognize that we are one, it's kind of like Mary McLeod Bethune. She says, if I touch you with one finger, you may not recognize. If I touch you with two, it may not get your attention, but you let me double down on those fingers and form a fist, and now I've got power to strike a mighty blow. And so I'm simply saying, y'all, we got to recognize we in this together. Let's not just use our individual fingers, but let's form a fist. Let's come together, and when we come together, we will form a fist of power, and that power can vote in a new era in this country. That power can ensure that come November, this country is transformed in its trajectory, going in a different direction. I believe that because we are one, and because we are one, this fist gives us power to bring in a brand new era. We are one.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. This segment is being brought to you by My Computer Career. And that's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. 8 minutes after the hour, Pastor Haynes, here's your favorite right here, Optimistic. Right here, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your front page coming up next.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the hour, y'all. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page news is being brought to you by Urban One. No election or issue is too small if it impacts our community. So don't sit on the sidelines this year. Register to vote today at newsone.com/vote. Brought to you by Urban One and One Vote. Represent the vote. Good morning. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg will lie in state today at the U.S. Capitol, becoming the first woman in U.S. history to be afforded that honor. Only 2 women have ever been honored in death at the Capitol building. The first was Rosa Parks, who lay in honor after her death in 2005. Now, lying in state is generally only for presidents, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg is the first woman to do so. Trump plans to announce the woman he's nominating for Ginsburg's seat on Saturday. Meanwhile, in coronavirus news, coronavirus cases have been rising in 22 states over the past week. 7 states have had their daily infections rise by at least 60%. They include Arizona, Colorado, Minnesota, Montana, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. Also, the 17-year-old charged with killing 2 protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin, is scheduled to appear in court today. And last, protests continue to march in Louisville for the second night in a row after Breonna Taylor's grand jury decision. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock Teasy Fosheezy, what's going on in sports?
Man, let's go off with the NBA playoffs. Los Angeles Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets. They take a 3-1 lead. Now, most teams would be mentally checked out being down 3-1. But the Denver Nuggets has come back to win their last 2 series after being down 3-1. Could they do it again against the Lakers? I doubt it, but it'll be great to see. In the meantime, the Miami Heat's looking to put away the Boston Celtics tonight, which will earn them a trip to the finals. The Pac-12 has changed their mind. They will play a 7-game conference football season starting November the 6th. So we're going to see the boys out there on the field. We'll see how long that lasts. Tonight, actually, big up to the Miami Dolphins. Last night, they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars behind quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick's 3 touchdowns. Did you see that game, Rick?
Man, that boy was out there balling last night.
Miami. Come on, baby. So, look, my full NFL picks of the week coming up later on this morning, so stay tuned. The Sports Genius is back. It's going down big, man. Gary with the T, what you got coming up?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about it, honey. The city of Atlanta, the world is talking about Candy Burns, y'all. They're saying, honey, is Candy obese? Now, they're saying, y'all, with all the stress of the pandemic and much more, honey, they're saying much like the rest of us, y'all, Candy was caught up, y'all, in terms of weight gain. Now, they say she took to her Instagram to share her journey to building a workout routine, sharing some photos, honey, of the process, y'all, in, the documented process, y'all, because they're saying, Candy didn't gain weight. Now, they're saying, quote, now, the beginning of COVID, she said at least, the beginning of COVID, I was working out and I was in shape. And even then, honey, I wanted to lose 10 pounds, but I ended up, y'all, gaining lax and comfortable and ended up gaining 20 pounds. So that means, y'all, I have 30 pounds of which I would like to lose. She said this on her Instagram page. Now, Brad, I know you recently did an interview with Candy. Did she look as big as you? I mean, gaining, weight or anything like that?
Hold on now. Tell me, what you mean big as me?
I mean, not big. I mean, did she look like she gained a little weight?
No, she didn't. She looked amazing. She didn't look
She
didn't look thick at all. She looked good.
Really?
She didn't look like the fat on your back.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm going to be honest with y'all, honey. A friend of mine sent me a picture.
You need to go to timeout for that. That's so hateful.
That's very hateful.
And disrespectful to talk about his back fat on the air like that.
He gonna try to say she as big as me. I mean, I am thick.
It is how you react.
I don't mind being thick, okay?
But you know what,
Brad,
to be honest with y'all, a friend of mine sent a picture of me, and I was very upset. He sent a picture of me, and I was lying on my back, and he sent a picture of my chin and put some damn arrows at it, talking about, now this got to get better. I'm like, look, bastard, I was laying out, so that's why my chin looked like that. Thank you. But anyway, y'all, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors, y'all. The color today is dried herb. On the high end, you say dried herb, and on the low end, just say celery green. Brad, what you got coming?
Hold on, Brad, let me take up for you for a minute, Gary. Brad, you go ahead and clock out, because, see, you can't do this right here.
That's not fair. You can't let him say something negative about me and slide in. He always try to be slick
Brad,
and say
remember
something
what I taught you? Brad, remember what we learned in Sunday school? It's only a test. It's only a test.
You also said you don't turn the other cheek, so I deserve to defend myself.
Brad, I didn't mean it that way, baby. I'm sorry.
No, you not. Try Jesus, don't try me.
Okay.
Hands.
Coming up in the hot spot, y'all. Hulu apologizes for promoting Breonna Taylor. I'm gonna tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, bottom of the hour. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Hulu is apologizing after promoting a Breonna Taylor documentary after the news broke about indictments on her case. On Wednesday, the streamer issued a statement after promoting the special as the news broke that no police officers would be charged in her fatal shooting. The since deleted post read, Breonna Taylor's life was changing. Then the police came to her door. Hashtag NYT presents the killing of Breonna Taylor traces the missteps of the deadly raid. Hashtag FX on Hulu. The statement about the decision to pull the promo read, earlier today we promoted content that we felt would be meaningful in light of today's events. This was quite simply the wrong call. We've taken the post down and are deeply sorry. Thank you for holding us accountable, and we will learn from this. Oof, my goodness, whoever decided to make that decision was stupid. Anyway, last but not least, y'all, Tory Lanez, he released a surprise album, okay? He is speaking out, but I guess he's using this whole situation to his advantage at the same time. He released a surprise album called Daystar last night, and he addressed the Meg Thee Stallion shooting. He broke his silence on Instagram, saying to my fans, I'm sorry for my silence, but respectfully, I got time today. Most people thought that he was going to go live to address the shooting, but instead, he later wrote on Instagram, there's a time to stay silent and a time to speak. All I can say is this, all platforms in 5 minutes, hashtag Daystar. The 17-track album arrived via SoundCloud, and on the opening, Money Over Fallouts, he raps about his side of the story. In about 2 minutes in, he raps, can't cry now, I'm gonna laugh later. Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on that affidavit, knowing I don't do it, but I'm coming at my truest, trying to keep this 200 with you, shorty. I can't prove it, but then people in your ear, they, the true ones that feel, that I really feel got you thinking Tory Lanez would do you in for real. Excuse me. He continued, don't forget you was my B. I held it down and kept it real. I would never paint no fake picture of you just for some meals. And I thought that you were solid too, but look at how you doing me. Look at you doing me. People trying to ruin me. Whew. Lord have mercy, man. I just don't feel like this is good. Later in the song, he questions Meg's industry, saying, how the F did you get shot in your foot, didn't hit no bones or tendons? He ends the track by bragging about having bad bees who want to have an orgy. What y'all think
I be
right
trying
quick?
to find out what he do's fathers at, all these rappers. Because it's definitely no men in the room to say, hey, man, you got to use a little bit of discretion. Chill out, let it play out in court, accept responsibility for your action. Don't say nothing about it. Don't antagonize the victim. Keep it moving.
You'd have did better staying silent, because now it's looking like you using this to promote your album, He
sound real immature. How old is he?
I don't know, but I hate this. We going to have to go on and wrap up, y'all. Let's go wrap up the hot spot, y'all. To get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Coming up next, y'all, we got Rock T's HBCU. And in the meantime, in between time, why don't y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 1-866-9-RICKEY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
baby. You already know it's time to get hype. Rock Teasy in the house. It's HBCU. Another phenomenal opportunity to highlight, showcase, and put a spotlight on all of our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We heading down to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, established in 1873, home of the Black and Gold Lions, also home of the Marching Musical Machine Marching Band. One of y'all's former graduates. Let's talk about Mr. Smokey Norfolk. Gospel singer. Best known for his 2002 album, I Need You Now, and his 2004 release, Nothing Without You, which, by the way, he won a Grammy for. He also won a second Grammy for his song, No Greater Love. 3 Stellar Awards, 4 Dove Awards, 3 Gospel Music Excellence Awards. Do I need to stop? Nope. An NAACP Image Award. And let me not forget, while he was attending UA Pine Bluff, he earned a bachelor's degree in history. And by the way, he served as a history teacher for 7 years. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, Hey, way before the top of the hour, we got the one and only Dr. MJ Keshia. Dr. Keshia, good morning.
It's time. Good morning, Rickey Smiley. It's time for your coronavirus update, and I'm sorry to say that we have now reached 7 million cases, 203,000 deaths. I mean, it's like we just jumped past the milestone of 200, and we're moving forward, and now they're already looking at probably 223,000 cases over the next few weeks. And why is that happening? A couple of reasons. One, the surge from the holiday is now reaching us. We're seeing from the lack of social distancing, the lack of mask wearing, etc., that now those people are turning positive. But also the change in the weather has been obvious. There's a chill in the air now, and that promotes viral growth and transmission of the virus. So people are now having to take this as serious as we have taken it in the past, because there's still no vaccine. The only 2 treatments that they're talking about are remdesivir and dexamethasone. And remdesivir is only used if you're hospitalized. Dexamethasone, which can be used as an injection or a tablet, can help treat, when you're sick. But you need to just boost your immune system and try to maintain your immunity and do the things that have been recommended. Avoid close spaces, close contact, and crowded places. Just don't do it, people.
Dr. Keshia, you would think by now the treatment would be better and it wouldn't be so many deaths now that everybody, the doctors are familiar with the virus now.
Right.
Well, Ricky, that is absolutely correct. There have been advances in treatment, and when people are hospitalized, people aren't dying at such a high rate. But you still got to understand, the virus is deadly. It results in mortality, disproportionately affecting black and brown people. 4 out of 5 people that die from it are black or brown, and that's nowhere near where we are in the population. So with, the things that we have coming up right now, we really, really have to be careful about that. And get yourself tested. There's been, a decrease in enthusiasm for getting tested, or people have gotten tested and they're not getting retested, even though they tested negative the first time. So if you tested positive, remember, day 1 is the day that you test, and on day 10, you are free and clear unless you're still having symptoms. So I'm running into a lot of pushback from employers now because the original guidelines stated you had to have a negative test before you could return to work. So I have people at major employers that are not allowing people to come back to work, even though they are testing positive for antibodies, because the nasal swab may still be positive, but it's a false positive. And then I have one patient in particular that's tested positive 4 times, been out of work 3 months, and now the job doesn't want to pay him anymore. So this is a problem. This is a real problem.
Wow, Dr. Keshia, let everybody know how can you be reached?
I can be reached on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. Thank you for all your support on my Facebook Lives. And remember how to boost your immune system, which is the only effective thing that we have right now, still being marketed and promoted. The vitamin D, the omega-3 fish oil, the zinc and the vitamin C. Those are the things that will keep you safe and healthy. And if you do get sick, you won't be as sick. But hopefully the objective is that you won't get sick, Ricky. So it's a great weekend, and hopefully we won't have bad corona news next week.
All right, Dr. Carter, go and give me your disclaimer.
Okay, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley or its radio affiliates.
That is not the one and only.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, 6 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. In a recent interview, y'all, on her podcast, In Bed with Garcelle, y'all, Garcelle Beveau and Jamie Foxx, y'all, are revealing, finally, y'all, why they never got together. Now, when Garcelle asked Jamie Foxx, y'all, why he never gives any guy that she's in a relationship with any attention, and Jamie responded that he hates all of them. She said when Garcelle asked him why, he explained, he said, because I think me and you should have been together. So every time I see him, yes, she said, every time I see him, I be messed up. He used another word. She said she know that. So every dude, she be like, well, I give them the worst stare. He added, listen, we are in a relationship forever, no matter if we're in the same room. Garcelle responded, forever, no matter what. You know what I always say? Now, Candy was also a part of that podcast, and she goes and say, why aren't you and Jamie together? And she said, well, you know, we have a really great relationship, and he's also just a little bit too much, quote unquote, for me. And she also added, so what would I do with all that? So then Jamie responded, you can take it one step at a time. What you can't eat, you can put in a doggy bag and save for later.
I know that's right.
Wow. My God. And you know what? It's funny because usually guys that have their own shows, so don't they usually kind of get with the co-host that's usually a female? But these two just decided they're not.
Particularly.
You don't think?
No.
No, but watching them on that show, on the Jamie Foxx show, I think we all wanted Fancy and Jamie Foxx to be together.
We did.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get together, honey. She went on and got her husband. Well, Jamie never married, but then he has kids or what have you. But congratulations to them, though. At least they still are friends, honey, and they still, communicate. Now that, quote-unquote, Fancy is divorced now, maybe they can get together,
Yeah.
Since she
They ain't gonna do it.
You don't think?
Nah, I done seen too. Trust me, I'm gonna do it.
All right, then.
I done seen too much.
All right, then. Well, moving on, honey. Moving on now.
She bad, but she ain't better than the things that be sitting in there doing the foxhole.
Listen.
Eva. Y'all know Jamie.
I know, bro.
Jamie, keep some fire.
Honey, fire and spare fire, just in case.
Man.
Desire.
A leftover Jamie Foxx chick, man, to be your main chick. Boy, I'll take it. If you don't want a dog, I'll take it, dog.
All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, I can't wait until Sunday, y'all, to watch Uncensored because Yandy Smith, y'all know Yandy Smith, Mandisi's wife. Well, she's going to be on it, y'all. And she said she recalled a time, y'all, when Mandisi paid $200 to sit next to her, y'all, when they first met. Now, that's real love for her. Now, she said she recounts something her husband had he was paying to sit next to her the first day they met. Now, the Harris's encounter began in a hotel lobby, according to Yandy, who at the time was traveling for work with Jim Jones in Miami. And she recalls this, and she told it to the Uncensored camera. She said, quote, Jim Jones invited a bunch of people in Harlem to go to one of his shows in Miami. So I'm, honey, handing out the rooms to the hotel and whatever when we got to Miami. She said, I met everyone there and okay, man, this is Harris. She said, and I remember immediately thinking, this boy is gorgeous, but I'm working. She said, as far as I know, honey, at the time, this was one of Jim's friends, and then she went on to talk about the party and what have you, and now they are married. So congratulations to Mandisi, y'all, and the lovely, y'all, his lovely, beautiful wife, y'all. And, I like her, too. She's a real sweet girl. Every time she comes to the show, into the station and stuff, she's always been nice. So Yandy's a real good girl. So congratulations to them, y'all. All right, moving on in my final story, y'all, which we kind of hit a little base on this story, but she's still talking about it, y'all. Now, I was like, okay, now we like Offset, y'all, and we like, his beautiful, that is wife to be. But she's saying, y'all, that a lot of men, honey, have been really going in her DM. But she said she ain't got time for it, and we talked about that yesterday. But how do people get in a married person's DM? And send out stuff, because I'm not a DM type of person.
She looking at them messages that's not directly on the DM, them where it said 99.
The one on the other side.
That red 99. If I be hitting that red 99.
99.
No, I'm talking about Eve. I know they be in that red 99.
All right, then, honey. Okay, well, it's got to be in the red 99 then. But anyway, congratulations to her, honey. You know, she's going to move on with her life. Everybody's moving on, and, you know, good luck to all of them and their endeavors. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is dried herb. On the high end, you say dried herb, and on the low end, you say beautiful celery green. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, I got your wake-up calls. Call me right now. The phone lines are wide open. Get at me, 866-9-RICKEY. Okay. Wake-up calls. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so we be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
My name is Terrence, calling from Gresham, North Carolina. I want to tell my family to wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Portia. I'm calling from Atlanta. I want to wake up my genius husband. He needs to wake up and see ain't no furniture in that house. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yes, I want to tell my Uncle Larry with narcolepsy, wake your ass up.
Good morning. This is Monica. I'm calling to wake up my mom, getting ready for this surgery. So wake up, wake up, wake up.
Bill Badger from Augusta, Georgia. I want to wake up all those ladies with that McDonald's sign upside down. Wake up, wake up. This is Kenny Kitty from Gary, Indiana. Hello, Brad. Love you, darling. Wake up, get them donkeys out the bed.
City tuned in, look in. We gon' let them know. Where you at, Portland? Wake up. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate that, Brett.
You welcome, Rickey.
All right, wake up call. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Church in 60 seconds with Pastor Fred.
Pastor Fred.
I made a mistake, Lord. I thought I was wrong. I said, take it and get. She said, got it and gone. So I'm writing it all down in this stupid old song. I made a mistake, Lord. I thought I was wrong.
I like that voice.
Deceivers and stimulus check receivers. Mother Brad, those are the words of the Right Reverend Willie Nelson, pastor of the Puff Puff Give Assembly.
All right now, I like him.
Come on now.
Brother Rickey, we're all guilty of making mistakes. I made some in my time. I made some mistakes here and there, various reasons. Various causes I made mistakes, but I want to speak on. I heard one of the brothers here at the church this week admit to the fact that he made a mistake. Oh, brother Jones said in the midst of getting ready to fight our other brother, Deacon Mike Tyson, Brother Jones said, I believe I made a mistake. Brother Jones did not count up the cost. He didn't. Right. He did not see what we saw. Anytime you see a man fight a shark, you need to know you made a mistake. If you see a man getting ready to baby shark, if you see the shark running from the man, you know you made a mistake. Every now and then, guilty of making a mistake. So I don't care who you are. Don't feel bad. Brother Jones, I don't feel bad about you. But when you get old, it take a long time to heal. You made a mistake. Follow me at the real Pastor Fred. I ain't making no more mistakes.
Hey, man, y'all, one time with Pastor Fred. Got you up, man. Here's something that's going to bring you really down. Black Tony is calling in this morning. Yeah, man. Hello? Hey.
Hello.
Yeah. Black Tony. Hey. Hello? Now your phone ain't working?
Yep, pretty much.
Your phone's cut off.
So disappointing.
Oh my God. Now you can't even. When part of your job becomes calling in, now you can't even call in. They can't get him on the phone.
Well, you know you're on them burner phones, Rick.
Oh my God.
Can't rely on them all the time.
Say what?
You on them burner phones.
How many burner phones you think he got?
Man, you know he probably got about 9, 10 of them bad boys. He rotates.
And then all the listeners out there, y'all messy too, because y'all, before y'all even go to work, y'all tell me I got to hear Black Tony before I go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Hey man, what's up with your burner phone, man? She tried
to do what I'm talking about. Something wrong with y'all telephone, Shawty. I'm trying to call.
Our phone?
It's important. I'm trying to call and let y'all know I ain't gonna make it to work today. And ain't nobody answering the phone, Shawty. This why I be stressed out. This why I can't come to work. Because I need therapy, Shawty.
Hold on. You can't come to work because we're not answering the phone for you to call in and say you're not coming to work.
I'm trying to tell y'all why I can't come to work. And ain't nobody picking up the phone, so that added my scratch. Now I'm super scratched out.
So now you really ain't coming.
Now I done forgot why I was calling to tell you I can't make it to work because I'm stressed out. So I need therapy. Y'all can't keep doing me like this.
Doing you like what? What you mean? We at work, dog.
I'm trying to let y'all know I can't make it to work. Then I call the phone and ain't nobody picking up and it just added my scratch on it.
Oh my God.
Now I'm nervous. Now my nerve bad and everything. Because I'm thinking ain't nobody going to answer the phone and I ain't going to have no excuse.
You know, I apologize, Black Tony. Just try to make it tomorrow. Can you make it tomorrow, man?
Yo, I appreciate your apology, Shawty. Do you mean it from the bottom of your heart? You put it on
from the bottom of my heart. I apologize for stressing you out today that we didn't pick up the phone for you to call in to tell us that you not coming to work today. And then when you did call in, you forgot what your excuse was.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you're sorry for it because you deserve that. I'm going to pray for you.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This vote in November is not about the next 4 years. It's about the next 40 years. Let me take you back to Constitution and governance. The President of the United States has the authority to place men and women as judges all across the district courts, the appellate court, and the Supreme Court. This current president, in his 4 years, has appointed more judges than every other president except Jimmy Carter. In 4 years, President Donald Trump has appointed 198 judges to the bench, 2 to the Supreme Court, some 50 plus to appellate court, and the rest to district court. And many of those appointees will sit as justices of judgment for the rest of their lives. 198 judges have been appointed by this president. Do you know how many of those 198 appointees are black? Of the 198 judges that this president has placed on the bench, not one of them is black. Not a single black face sitting as a judge under this president. 198 judges, and not one of them is black. So when you don't vote, you don't determine who stands at trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to sit in the jury and determine the fate of those in trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to help determine the judge that sits on the bench. So don't tell me you out here hollering Black Lives Matter if you don't vote. Black lives don't matter to you if you don't vote. Don't tell me you're mad that Daniel Cameron has not indicted the police officers who killed Breonna Taylor if you don't vote, because you ain't got nothing to do with it. How dare you not vote? When we don't vote, we dismiss ourselves from being part of leveling the playing field of justice in the United States of America.
Hey, I'm gonna put out a challenge. I'm challenging Steve Harvey. I'm challenging Russ Parr. I'm challenging Head Crack in the Morning Hustle. I'm challenging every single affiliate we on this radio station. Daryl Johnson, program directors, Kiss FM, Phil down in Miami. I am challenging every single program director to play this clip at the top of every hour after the station ID. I dare you. Because, boy, if that don't hit home, nothing else will. If people know, we've been preaching the importance of this man. Kay, what was that word you used? The way we've been saying it for years, but just the way
he just encapsulated it into one succinct statement. And it's what we've been saying for the last 4 or 5 years. It's what we were saying all day the other day. What's the point of all the protesting if you're not going to vote? What's the point?
And please play that for your super woke friend. Your super woke friend that don't believe in voting. Play that for them. You understand? Because they apparently don't understand the importance of voting. I'm challenging everybody. I'm sending this clip over to Russ. I'm sending it to Steve. I'm sending it. I hope Derek, you can send it to all the affiliates. I just need y'all to play it because it's on the line. We getting in a truck. Excuse me, Gary. I apologize.
Oh, no, it's fine.
We getting in a truck. We are going to Florida. We will be in Florida simulcasting with Trick and Trainer. I dare Trick and Trainer to play it at the top of every hour. I dare you. We getting in a truck and we going to Florida for early voting. Because if we flip Florida or whatever, we don't have to deal with a dictator anymore. You understand? We are serious about this. This election, everything is on the line.
And we haven't seen the worst of it yet.
No. You are absolutely right. Gary got a tea and a clue today. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the tea. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 8 after the hour. Y'all, Gary's tea is being brought to you by the Salvation Army. If thrifting is your thing, Gary, you need to stop by your local Salvation Army to revive your style and save big on all of our clothing, including designer labels. Gary, go by the Salvation Army. Remember, I got those Gucci shoes for $70?
Yes, you did, honey. I got my first bed from the Salvation Army.
All day. Gary, what you got this morning?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. People are talking about it. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to report it. Chrissy Teigen, y'all, has become one of the first celebrities, y'all, to get her hands on Beyonce's sneakers, y'all, from her latest Adidas collection or collaboration. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the former Sports Illustrated swim model, she took to Instagram to let the people know that she has the Beyonce, how y'all said Beyonce X Adidas or Beyonce Adidas with the X, whatever. But nevertheless, y'all, they're only $200. They start at $200, and they're saying, y'all, that they're unique, honey, on the classic silhouette in honor of its 50th anniversary, re-imaging, y'all, the black and white 3-stripes design. They say Beyonce added a unique platform lift to the original cup sole finish with, y'all, this is what y'all gonna like, Ricky, they have a pointed toe box as well. Isn't that nice?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Brad, did you have any of those? Because I know Brad's a connoisseur of tennis shoes, baby. This girl got them all. You have any of these, Brad?
I don't think I have these ones yet.
Yeah.
But I'll get them.
Yeah, I know you like sneakers. Eva, you got some?
No, I don't have them, but I want some.
Okay.
Yeah, but y'all
And
get
what are they called?
They just called Beyonce, honey, sneakers, child, from Adidas.
Yeah,
But
Beyonce's Adidas collaboration.
yes, but this is the deal, though, y'all. But Chrissy Teigen took to her.
Gary, you got the hookup? You know, you and Beyonce, cool. You got the hookup. Can you let her know we need some?
You know I am. Hell, you know I am, child, baby. And those shoes were made for walking, baby. I'm gonna make sure y'all
That's just what they'll do.
Now you're gonna walk all over them, honey.
Amen.
But this is the deal, though, Brad.
Oh,
Now, y'all, they say, baby, Miss Chrissy took to her 3 million followers. They say, girl, vote on them, honey. 48% said yes and 52% said no.
Really?
What?
Yeah. So,
wow.
I know. I mean,
Well, what do you
I'm
mean?
not a sneaker person. I don't wear sneakers. I'm not a big tennis shoe person. And Chrissy Teigen says she's not a big sneaker person. You know, she said she like her designers such as Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, Valentino, and Aguazara. But, you know, she said she's going to wear those shoes because Beyonce gave them to her.
Well, I just want to encourage Eva to get some because Eva sent me a picture and I shared it on my Instagram. RS Comedy after she left event she was at last night. She talked about how bad her feet was hurting, and she sent me the picture, so I posted it on my Instagram at RS Comedy. So Eva, you might want to look into those shoes.
Oh, I gotta get them. Anyway, the Kahlua today, y'all, is a hot Kahlua.
The devil is a lie.
The Kahlua today, y'all, is dried herb on the hand of the Lord celery. I gotta get to it, honey. RS
Gary.
That's the can of biscuits.
Gary.
Yes.
Don't go to RS. I told Eva, I said, stop texting my phone. Gary, look. Stop the music. Stop the music.
Baby, it look like an ice cream cone.
A waffle cone.
Yeah, y'all.
All right, man.
I was laying on the couch trying to watch the game last night. Eva gonna text me a picture talking about my feet hurt. I'm finna go to bed. And she said, no, and she told me, do not post this on Instagram. I said,
You
man.
get it anyway.
All right, baby.
I got my anklets on.
Oh, baby. This girl's fingers, honey. Oh, that's her toes.
It's my feet.
All right, baby. What kind of shoes you had on these?
Don't do that, Gary.
What's wrong, Brett?
Around the bottom of the feet.
All right.
That's accessory. That's an anklet.
Is that what that is, baby?
Yes.
I thought you was shackled, honey.
Brett, you okay over there?
Years of wearing heels.
Baby. Did Mike buy those shoes?
Oh, don't you come for my man now. You leave me and my feet alone.
Brett, you crying? Brett, why you crying? Maurice, don't go to RS. Don't go to RS Comedy. Don't go to RS Comedy if you're driving. Maurice Smiley Morning Show coming up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. Listen, man. Hey, man, his new album dropped today, and the timing could not be more perfect, man. We got Chuck D in the building. Y'all give it up and show your love for Chuck D. Hey. Chuck D.
What up, Rick?
Elvis.
You always sound good on the radio, man. You just sound good, man.
Man, I appreciate you. Hey, Chuck D, Elvis was a hero the most. Elvis was a hero. Boy, let me tell you.
Don't get started.
Bro, we are big fans over here. We still play Fight the Power on this show still to this day. I make sure that we play it, man. The new mix and the old mix. How you doing, man?
Mm-hmm. I'm good, man. I also always got to mention the Isley Brothers Fight the Power. So we were blessed to hear that when we were shorties, and that allowed us to do the thing for Spike Lee. And then Questlove and the crew helped out on this year. But remember, this is not an individual type of thing. This is just telling everybody to stay aware, stay woke. And if you ain't woke, be woke and wake up.
Well, congratulations on Public Enemy's 14th studio album, man. So what you going to do when the grid goes down? Tell us about it.
Well, we were blessed by Uncle George Clinton because a lot of people go to Uncle George for the funk. We went to him for his vision, and he's always been a futurist with the funkadelic and also, his funkosophy. So it's pretty much making a statement inside the record, using the platform of recording to say, listen, be prepared. Government tricks, whatever. There's no time for micro differences. Get out there and vote. And really, when it comes down to black people, I'm going to be simple, Ricky. It's the side that you're on versus the side that hates you. Because when they consider that you don't matter or your lives don't matter as much, that's just spreading the isms, the ills, and the hate. So we got to fight that off and then get on to what to do and how to work afterwards. So that's that.
Right. Hey, Chuck, so you've been very outspoken in regards to the Breonna Taylor case. What are your thoughts on the verdict that came down this week?
I think Young Energy just was like, they got tired of saying that the list got ridiculous. younger energy looks at things and said, man, this is just hypocritical. I'm going to speak out against it right away. We expect the expected. And I think I read somewhere where somebody said Michael Vick's dogs got more justice than Breonna Taylor's life. So we got to be able to say, listen, if we're going to live here and still not be considered family, a part of the United States where they consider you to matter as much as everybody else, then we got to fix that. You got to demand to fix that. So fighting the power means that you fight for love, respect, understanding, wisdom, and love, and knowledge, and peace and love. But it ain't going to just wash up on your shore. It's the things that you got to fight for. And all the other stuff aside, less than 40 days away is a way that you start your fight. It doesn't mean you stop fighting or you accomplish your goal by voting. Voting is about going to your local, and that's what Younger Energy did this year. If they saw something symbolically was in their neighborhood as a statue, they said, we got to take it down. So no more evident than the hypocrisy is when you see the dude at the top say, I'll give you a 10-year sentence if you take one of these statues down again, even if it's saying F you. So people see that and they say, listen, things got to change. But this is the first way that you get that punch in first to defend yourself.
Speaking of that change, the hip-hop community has become a major voice for Black America. So do you think today's artists are doing enough with their platform? And is there anything else that hip-hop and the hip-hop community can do to help mobilize the people and get us to the polls in November?
Well, hip-hop community now in 2020 is 0 to 60, or at least maybe 0 to 65. And a bigger platform than a song or a record or album is social media itself. So your phones and your gadgets, it's just a time to look at them more as being tools than toys. We can understand how exciting it is as a toy, but it's a tool. Just like when they made the car was meant to do the A to B. Not necessarily for somebody who might want to do figure eights in the parking lot and go who riding. But, we understand that sometimes people who are born under a gadget and all their life might just use it frivolously. So that we understand that. But this is a time to use social media, and artists understand that. Everybody's recording, so recording the records and the album is not such a big deal like it might have been 50 years ago, 40 years ago. But this is a thing where now people say social media makes me react right away, and they go into it right away. So let's use it in the best way.
So, Chuck, what can we do to fight voter suppression this November?
Inform people. You're on the radio. A lot of people listen to you. And I just think you just got to keep at it. It's not a thing where you do once and expect that people to get it. You got to almost be irritating to the point that you must do it. I mean, I tell people real simple. With black folk, you got to break it down in simple terms. I tell people, listen, you can say what you want to say about voting, but you ain't got to wash your ass, but you can't walk around saying other things.
Right. Right.
Wow.
That's a real good analogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
Chuck, real fast, man.
You got to come up with analogies when it comes down to us. Make it simple, make it plain, keep it moving.
Hey, can you please share some information about this Public Enemy biopic that's in the works?
I don't know nothing about that, bro.
Nobody talking about it yet?
What?
Nah, I think, first of all, I'd rather be heard than not seen. And with Public Enemy, it's a group. And so it's a lot of, individuals that need their story to be told. I don't care if my story is told or not. I'm a team player. So, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'd rather be in the real than a movie.
I know that's right.
Hey, man, DJ Chuck Neely, DJ Chuck D out of Houston, Texas, told me to tell you what's up. And, man,
tell him what up, Chuck.
There it is. He just heard you. There you go. Now get your ass on my Facebook. Anyway, hey, Chuck, man, thank you so much for checking in this morning, man. We are fans for life, man. Tell the whole crew that we said what's up, man. And we appreciate.
Well, thank you. I'll tell the whole crew what's up, man. But I knew I was ready for your show, man, when I heard, set it off in the mix, man, because that song will never die.
Right, absolutely. Hey, Chuck, let everybody know how they can follow you.
Yeah, you follow me on Twitter at Mr. Chuck D. I got all the other social media stuff my team runs, but personally, I do Twitter at Mr. Chuck D. When you're over 50 years old, and I just turned 60, I say only do one social media at a time.
Right.
And I do Twitter. Kathy telling me I do Instagram, I do this. I'm like, yo, slow down, man. I do Twitter, and I keep it moving like that. But I appreciate y'all, and thank you for having me on, and everybody in the crew also salutes y'all.
Hey, Chuck, you know you always welcome to come on, man. Hey, man, we absolutely love you, man. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love. The one and only Chuck D. His Public Enemy new single, Fight the Power 2020. Y'all give it up one more time, Chuck D. Ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, too. Thank you. All the best to y'all.
There it is. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Battle of the Sexes. All right, man. Thank y'all so much for calling this morning. Good morning, love. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name's LaShawn, and I'm calling from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
All right, big dog, tell them your name and where you calling from.
This is Jamal. I'm calling from Decatur, Glenwood.
Hey!
Decatur, where it's great.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all ready for Battle of the Sexes?
Yes,
Sure is.
All right, man. We got some expensive prizes for y'all, man. So y'all need to fight hard for this one, man. These are expensive prizes, all right? So even with first last time, I'm going to go ahead and go first this time. All right. All right, Baton Rouge, you ready, love?
I sure am.
All right, man. This was Southern and LSU. Congratulations on Public Enemy's 14th studio album. Oh, hell no.
Huh?
No, that's Chuck D. And that's a Chuck D interview. Wait a minute.
You know what, Baton Rouge? He just trying to throw you off.
No.
Don't even let him do it. Stay focused.
No, that was, I'm sorry. I'm reading I was reading the wrong. All right, here we go. All right.
Hold on, let her get her mind right. Don't throw her off.
Hold on, Ricky, don't do me that.
All right, you ready, love? Here we go.
I'm ready.
All right, if you work for Roto-Rooter, you're probably a what?
A plumber.
Okay. This old school classic whip is a combination car and pickup truck. This old school classic whip, a combination car and pickup truck.
El Camino?
That's right. What country is Heineken beer from?
Pass.
All right, Michael B. Jordan played the son of this iconic movie character.
Creed.
Yep. What state is the home of Jack Daniel's whiskey?
Tennessee.
Yep. What baseball team home field is Fenway Park?
Fenway Park. Oh, my Lord. Pass.
Chicago has two baseball teams. One is the Cubs, and what's the other?
The Bears?
White Sox. Oh, wow. That was good, though. That was good. That was real good.
Very good, Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Phil, come on, Luz, come in.
Watch out, Decatur. We ready.
All right, let's do it.
You ready, Jamal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ladies use Connect-A-Lawn for what?
Pass.
The queens of comedy were Monique, Miss Laura Hayes, Samore, and who else?
Ooh. Pass.
Adele Givens. Okay, who was the first African-American woman to win an Oscar?
I do not know. Yeah.
What in the black Tony is going on here?
Okay, next question.
I don't know the answer to
That's
none of
Hattie
these questions.
McDaniel. We're going to learn you some black history. Hattie McDaniel. Okay, what is the main herb used in making pesto?
Herb. What kind of question y'all giving me, Pat?
You still got a chance to win. Come on.
Okay, no, he don't. All right, disease that causes hair not to grow. What is it called?
Say that one more time.
A disease that causes hair not to grow. What is it called?
Trying to get this. When you get bald spots in your head, what do you call it?
Alopecia.
Oh, come on, Ricky.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, damn. For real?
But he didn't get it. I'm going to give you one more question.
Get nothing.
We're going to try to at least.
What does pH balance stand for? The pH in pH balance. What does it stand for?
You know damn well.
Thank you. Hey, bro.
If you talking about penthouse.
What's the first 3 letters?
Ricky, y'all gave her the easiest questions in the world.
You know what? I think so. You know what?
The easiest question. I got all her questions right.
No, we ask women men questions and the men women questions.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I got it.
Baton Rouge here. Special K, what did she win?
Congratulations, Baton Rouge. Here's your fantastic Dollar Tree prize. You got an Airwick lavender and chamomile scented 6 stick-ups. Nature Mix brand hemorrhoid cream. Newborn to 6 months baby hat and scratch mittens. A 3-pack of Slim Jim smoked snack sticks. Your Purina whiskey liquor crunchy snack cat treats. A foldable windshield sun deflector. Toastum brand blueberry pop-ups. A 4-ounce bag of mothballs. A bag of Papa Luigi frozen chicken nuggets. A 13-foot waxed clothesline. A 6-pack of strong and soft bath tissue, and a 3-pack Home Essentials dryer balls. This prize pack valued at $11 from the Dollar Tree.
And what was that last one, Special K?
A 3-pack of Home Essentials dryer balls. This prize pack valued at $11 from the Dollar Tree. Thanks for playing Battle of the Sexes on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
And Special K, what do you got to say about the challenger who didn't get any answers right?
Why did you even call, sir? You didn't know any questions. You wasted your time, sir. You could have stayed in the bed. Don't ever play again, sir. Here's what you win, sir. You win this.
Jesus. Y'all giving up a battle of the sexes. Show coming up. I want to say this right here. That whole area in Louisville, Kentucky, had people went out and voted Daniel Cameron would not be the district attorney there. And one of the problems that we have, and we have had for years, even when Barack Obama couldn't even do everything that he wanted to do, for the simple fact that we gave up the House and we gave up the Senate because we didn't go out and vote. We would have, they wouldn't even allow Barack Obama to confirm his Supreme Court nominee. You understand? Because the Senate held it up. And when it comes to midterm elections, when it comes to local elections, whether it's district attorney, whether it's county commissioner, whether it's mayoral election and city council, people just don't care. And these are some of the things that have a direct effect on you. Direct effect on you. We always go and vote for the big ticket, well, some of us didn't in 2016. And I'm going to play that clip all the way up to Election Day. I'm sorry. I just got to play it because that man said it best. All you super woke folks talking about Black Lives Matter and don't go out and vote or whatever, you don't have no say. He is absolutely correct. And we have to get out and vote. I drive to a whole nother state every single election day just to vote. If I'm not in the state of Alabama, I will get in my car and make it a whole holiday and drive out of town or get on a plane to do whatever I have to do to make sure that my vote is counted. Even though I live in a red state, I still vote because people have died where you can exercise this right. Medgar Evers was shot in his driveway. Dr. King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks. People have put it all on the line. John Lewis put it all on the line where you can exercise this right to vote. And I'm sure most of the people that listen to this morning show are probably registered voters. But man, if we can get this over to like some of the hip hop stations, if I can get all the hip hop stations, everybody can get your sister station, all the affiliates that we on to play this clip at the top of the hour as if it was the station ID. If that don't make you feel some kind of way, I don't know what would. But that dude, whoever that man is, I wish somebody give me his name where I could give him credit for that because I'm running it. And we need to get out and vote. We are looking towards the dictatorships. We are coming up on a race war. FBI has said that white supremacy is the biggest threat to the United States. And why are we standing in line getting Jordans? And why are we making twerk videos and doing all these challenges? They in line getting guns and teaching their kids how to shoot and putting extra food in their garage and stuff and making them a pantry for doomsday or something. I don't know what they getting ready for, but I'm telling you, something don't feel right. Something is in the air right now that's real eerie. My stomach was sick yesterday. I was sick to my stomach yesterday. Like something like don't feel right. And I care. And there's a lot of people that have power and have a voice and have a big platform that care. I want to challenge all the football teams, all the basketball team. Man, stop making these people money. Prime Time has started something wonderful, highlighting, getting our athletes to come back to the HBCUs and bring more attention to HBCU, historically black universities, to play athletic sports. I'm telling you right now, I just want to challenge everybody. All this stuff going on, I wouldn't dare. If my son was playing for Louisville Cardinals, man, it was playing on that football team or in that basketball program, he wouldn't bounce another ball. And you can't convict these white police officers. And did y'all see the statement that the police officer said? Talking about we are something with criminals. How was Breonna Taylor was a damn criminal? She was in the bed asleep. How was she a criminal? And how is he not a criminal? Telling y'all the system, it ain't a broken system. The system is just not meant for us. Telling y'all better wake up. If you put anything other than what we talking about right now on your social media yesterday, you could be tone deaf. And I know we got to laugh sometime, but it's serious, man. We are in danger. We don't have no choice. Hey, Rick. We don't have nowhere else to go. We can't get on a plane and go back to Africa. We can't. We here. Go ahead, Kay.
Can we also send a shout out to LeBron James, Odell Beckham Jr., and several other black athletes for the More Than a Vote program that's donating over $100,000 to the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition for Floridian felons that are trying to pay off outstanding fees and fines in order to get their rights to vote before this election.
Yeah,
so
Michael Bloomberg paid a lot of those fines as well. For
$16 million. Oh, yeah, $32 million. $32 million.
No, for 32,000 felons.
32,000.
Yeah.
Right. So shout them out too.
And I can't speak for nobody else on this morning show. I will be in Florida from Tallahassee to Daytona Beach to Jacksonville to Dade and Broward County the week of early voting. You know, we on the radio. Everybody listen to us in Gainesville, Tallahassee, Orlando, Jacksonville, Daytona Beach, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Homestead, Miami Gardens. We'll be there trying to do a simulcast with Trick and Trina, Shelby and Big Lip. We are on the grind. I am so serious about this. So I know we're supposed to do songs that stay in your head all day. It's okay. We don't worry about that today. We got plenty of time for that. We're on the show every day. But we just got to talk about what matters. You know, the stuff that these folks are doing, man, I'm telling y'all, let's get right. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The time right now is 8 minutes after the hour, y'all. Listen, our guest right here, man, we fell in love with our guest years ago as a young actress. You know, and ladies and gentlemen, man, we have continued to follow her. And she started movies like Beauty Shop, Medea Goes to Jail, and TV shows like House of Pain. Y'all, please help me welcome to the show the beautiful, the lovely member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, Keshia Knight Pulliam! Keshia, what's up?
No, it's a wonderful day. We are here and enjoying life. And in 2020, you got to celebrate the small blessings.
I know that's right, man. Right. Yeah, we are so excited. You're here to talk about your new virtual meeting place for HBCU students, former students, and anybody who support black colleges and universities.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be the Grand Marshal of One Yard. You know, as an HBCU grad, graduating from Spelman, you know, Ricky being a bruh, Delta, homecoming is... Homecoming is it's just that time of year. It's a magical space. And with COVID and everything going on, it's taken away the ability for us to do it in person. So we've created like this amazing, preeminent HBCU destination that's going to give you the best of homecoming season. We're having concerts. We're having the cookout. I'll be bringing my Keshia's Kitchen Spices and the cooking demo. We have Lance Gross, who, of course, plays Calvin on House of Pain alongside me, but he's also a Howard alum. So he's participating. It's a really good little lineup. So definitely check us out, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Okay. Hey, girl.
Hey, Boo. How are you? I miss you.
So I have a question. Are other HBCUs involved in this site as well? And how is everybody coming together on this one?
Well, yes. All of us can come together. It's not just one specific HBCU. You can go to oneyard.co, and that's where they'll feature everything to give you all the information about how you participate. Tonight, we're actually, Jade Nova, we're having a concert that I'll be hosting for her virtually. So we're doing a lot of stuff, but go over to oneyard.co. You can, look it up on Facebook, too. You can link there. So, there are plenty of ways, but come on, let's join the fun. And the more the merrier. This is about us really just coming together and enjoying this platform. And you got to be able to pivot. Yes, we all like to be out on the yard with our red cups. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
But you can sit at the house with your red cup and have
drinking that purple oil.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not. No. What happens at homecoming stays at homecoming. I don't know what you're talking about.
Keshia, we are so excited about you being the Grand Marshal for the 1 yard. But can you please tell us, because House of Pain is back, baby. Miranda is back. Calvin is back. The gang is back and at it. What is going on with Malik getting the stripper pregnant? What's up?
Good Lord, I thought we raised him better. But no, there is definitely a lot going on this past week. You have to tune in to see what's going to happen with Calvin and Miranda. It's going to be an interesting ride. So I know a lot of people were finally happy to see our storyline coming to the forefront. And when I tell you, House of Pain, we stopped filming episodes, over 5 years ago at this point. And then to come back, but during that time, the excitement that the audience has had, you have no idea how many times people will stop me and be like, you wrong, Miranda, for asking Calvin for a divorce. Or I'm like, wait, hold on. I didn't write it. You can't be mad at me.
You played that wrong, girl.
Thank you. People are super excited. And what I can say is it's such a great cast, and we're really like family. So it's like a family reunion, us getting to come back together and do this show we love. And we have such diehard fans who have continued with us and stayed with us through this long journey. And, we're continuing to build new fans. So I'm grateful for that.
So, Keshia, what other projects are you working on, and how can our listeners keep up with you?
Well, I have a lot going on. I actually, the past year, started a venture capital fund that's all about investing in women of color businesses. So, behind the scenes, moving in that whole venture capital world, it's really exciting. We made some great investments and really just doing something to move the needle. We started it because we wanted to be, it's called the Fearless Fund. It's about being a part of the solution and not the problem. And of course, my Spices, Keshia Kitchen. I have a new Lifetime movie coming up this holiday season. I know we all are looking forward to the holidays. It's time. So we've had a long, rough year, and it's nice to kind of have stuff to look forward to. And Lifetime does a really great job at Christmas, for sure.
I'm just real disappointed when everybody asks the question. Then, Gary, when you got to your question, why you sound like you was reading off a cue card? It's so unprofessional.
Wait a damn minute. I wasn't reading off no cue card. I had to memorize.
What other projects are you working on, and how can our listeners keep up with you? Why you did?
No, you did not. Honey, I memorized my line, honey. How
you
dare
can practice
you?
That?
I sure did.
I apologize. He just
to make sure
y'all gotta leave Gary alone this morning.
Thank you. Keisha, tell him I don't come for me.
It is early.
It is early.
Thank you.
But Keisha, you're talking about your spices. What kind of spice, for different foods and what have you?
Keshia's Kitchen.
Yeah, It's called Keshia's Kitchen, and we have a meat, a poultry, and an all-purpose seasoning. They're all natural. They are so yummy. Like, when I tell you, I did it because people have lost that love for the kitchen, but now with COVID, everybody got to cook. You cooking every meal a day. And it works on everything. I put it on veggies to potatoes, to you name it. And actually, we have some really great new products that I'm about to drop for the holidays. We have a sugar and spice, which is like a cobbler and pie seasoning. And we're also doing some other things. So, Ricky, I know you like to cook. So,
I would love to get in the kitchen with you one day.
Let's do it, because I cook.
Okay, I'll come over there and we'll do a whole Q Delta throwdown, and I'll be your assistant. I have on my nail here, you have on your nail here. We'll do a whole.
Let's do it.
Shout out to the bros. Rudy Roos, shout out to all the Sorrows. Hey, I am so excited for you, and congratulations on everything. And thank you for coming. And you know what, kids, you can come on anytime. When you're doing, especially, you talk, because, Eva went to Clark, for about 6 years. We're just so excited.
How are you? I know.
Hey, girl. That was the House of Pain question. I cannot relate to you.
I didn't even catch the voice until right then. But yes. Even with our House of Pain, giving the drama.
The drama, honey. Me and Miranda went round and round. But you hold it down, girl. Hold it down.
Thank you. And kiss those beautiful babies for me.
Oh, you too.
Man. Yes. Hey, thank you so much, man. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm coming for real, kids. I'm letting you know we got to do that because I love.
No, I'm serious. You listen, Ricky. You do know how to get in contact with me, so it is.
Hey, I got you. I'm gonna hit you up,
Ricky. I just got to do this. Keshia gonna kill me, but baby.
I love you that. I love you.
Knowing above you. Hold me tight. Make everything all right. Oh, yeah, now. Okay. Love you, Keshia. It's my sister.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcil, here with a quick look at your front page news. So, a judge named Lucy Cohen of the United States District Court of Northern California halted plans for an early finish to the head counting portion of the census, or at least until mid-September's hearing in a lawsuit that seeks to scrap the expedited schedule altogether. Also, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg will lie in state today at the U.S. Capitol, becoming the first woman in U.S. history afforded that honor. Only 2 women have ever had that honor to be lied in state at the Capitol building. The first was Rosa Parks, who lay in honor after her death in 2005. Now, lying in state is generally only for presidents, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg is the first woman to do so. Trump plans to announce the woman he's nominating for Ginsburg's seat on Saturday. In coronavirus news, coronavirus cases have been rising in 22 states over the past week. 7 states have had their daily infection rise by 60%. They include Arizona, Colorado, Minnesota, Montana, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. In other news, a 17-year-old charged with killing 2 protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin, is scheduled to appear in court today. In last, protests continue to march in Louisville for the second night in a row after Breonna Taylor's grand jury decision. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Brock Teasy Oshie, what's going down in sports?
It's about that time. Eva, Rock T's NFL Picks of the Week, week number 3. I don't give you the over or the under. I'm just going to tell you who's going to win the damn game. They call me the sports genius. I ain't got much time. Let's get it. The Rams will beat the Buffalo Bills. Pick New England over the Raiders. Pittsburgh over Houston. San Francisco over the Giants. Cincinnati will go into Philadelphia and beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Joe Burrow will get his first NFL win. Tennessee over Minnesota. Atlanta over Chicago. Indianapolis beats the Jets. Arizona over Detroit. Look out for them Cardinals. Tampa Bay over Denver. The Chargers will beat Carolina. Cleveland Browns. They will go in and beat the Washington Redskins. I can't say that. The Washington football team. Green Bay over New Orleans. Dallas Cowboys will go into Seattle and beat the Seahawks. Oh, that's a flip a coin game, though.
Oh, wait a
in
minute.
the game of the week. Everybody going to be watching this one. Monday Night Football. Huh?
Wait a minute. You think Dallas
Monday Night Football. Kansas City. Yeah, Dallas going to win that game. But let's get to the game of the week. Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, my goodness. Monday Night Football. Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. It's going to be a shootout, but I got to go with Raven Nation. Baltimore will beat the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions. It's going down. It's going to be posted on my social media at Rock T Holla if y'all missed all the picks. Let's get it.
There it is.
Bring it tag at the hot spot
Drop
right
it like
now.
it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. More public figures have continued to bemoan the failure to indict officers on the Breonna Taylor murder. Ice-T tweeted, did anybody really expect anyone to go to jail for Breonna Taylor's murder? Black people didn't. We're used to this BS. Shaking my head. Hillary Clinton said Breonna Taylor's life mattered and justice must be equally applied in America. I agree with EdGov Andy Bashir. More information should be released. The evidence presented to the grand jury should be made public. Cyndi Lauper wrote, say her name, hashtag Breonna Taylor. And among others, we had Alicia Keys, Oprah Winfrey, Viola Davis, Kerry Washington, and dozens of others spoke out on the Breonna Taylor indictment. All right, moving on. Tory Lanez, he released a surprise album called Daystar last night, and he addressed the Meg Thee Stallion shooting. He broke his silence on Instagram, saying, to my fans, I'm sorry for my silence, but respectfully, I got time today. Most people thought he was going to go live to address the shooting, but instead he later wrote on Instagram, there's a time to stay silent and a time to speak. I said all this so I could say this. All platforms in 5 minutes, hashtag Daystar. Well, y'all, the 17-track album arrived via SoundCloud, and on the opening, Money Over Fallouts, he raps about his side of the story. About 2 minutes in, he raps, can't cry now, I'm gonna laugh later. Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on that affidavit, knowing I don't do it, but I'm coming at my truest, trying to keep this 200 with you, shorty. I can't prove it, but them people in your ear, they the true ones that I feel that really got you thinking Tory Lanez would do you in for real. He continued and said, don't forget you were my B. I held it down and kept it real. I would never paint no fake picture of you just for some meals. And I thought you were solid too, but look how you doing me. Look at you doing me. People trying to ruin me. Later in the song, he questions Megan's injuries, rapping, how the F did you get shot in your foot? Don't hit no bones or tendons. He ends the track by bragging about bad bees, having bad bees, and who want to have an orgy. That's that. In my opinion, I just don't think that was the smartest thing to do. I feel like you should just stay quiet till court or something happens. I don't think this is going to make anything better. And, you know, shout out to Megan, because this shouldn't happen to any woman, let alone a black woman, especially with the climate today. It's just all crazy. The whole story is crazy. Anyway, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot right there. Coming up next, we got Chef Q. Yeah, Chef Q going to tell us some of them good old recipes. Oh, she got a good one this time, y'all. And we got the praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. Stay tuned. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for quarantine cooking with the one and only Chef Q. Chef Q, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, we happy to have you. Always good to have you on Fridays. We have to let you close the week out because we know you know all your recipes off the chain. What you cooking for us today?
Well, I took on your ramen noodle packet challenge.
What?
Yay!
There you go.
So I did a chili garlic shrimp stir fry with it. Cook the noodles like normal, drain all the water off. Of course, I did not use that little packet, but I made a sauce with a chili sauce.
Don't do that to that packet. Okay.
That little packet be fine now. Come on now.
Okay, do it, do that.
That's blasphemy.
So I made a sauce with it.
made a sauce with it. I used brown sugar. I had a little soy sauce, a little stir-fry sauce, and a little like chicken broth. I made a sauce. I thickened it up, tossed the noodles in there, and I put some broccoli, zucchini, some red peppers, tossed all of that around, put it in the bowl with those noodles, and you have your little stir fry minus that little nasty packet.
Gourmet ramen.
You finna get hate mail. You finna get hate mail from all the college students.
And all the people locked up. All the people
they're gonna come home, ain't gonna be no more noodles.
Hey, what do you say, Brett? All the people that's locked up.
All the people that's locked up too. You know, that was our main course, honey.
Yeah, it was very, very spicy because I used the chili garlic sauce, but it was really
how
good.
did you do your shrimp, Chef Q?
I sauteed it, so I marinated the shrimp in the chili garlic sauce and a little bit of honey. And I basically made the shrimp first. So like let all the, the seasonings and everything in there. I took the shrimp out and then tossed everything around. And that sauce made the sauce out of that.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
Wow.
That sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, let everybody know how they can find that recipe and how they can follow you.
Y'all can head over to Rickey Smiley Official Instagram and Facebook page. You can follow me at Lil Chef Fiddles and click the link in my bio to see it on YouTube as well.
There it is, y'all. Y'all give it up and show your love for Chef Q. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Look at that, y'all. Never tell that it came from that little packet.